So far, guys, still no big moves for the S&P 500. Somebody please make the SPY great again. Make trading the SPY great again, because we haven't got that much move. We got that much moves from the SPY. In my last video, I talked about how SPY is in a chop range. And if you guys recall, I mentioned that 453.5 to the 456.5 is my chop range. Go to 15-minute chart. I got as a yellow line 456.5 to 453.5. You guys can see it has selling pressure around that zone, buying pressure around the bottom of the range. But overall, guys, just low volatility, low volume. Market is just not going anywhere. So what do we do? What do we do when the price action is chopping like this? Well, we're sheeps. We got to follow the price action. And if the market is chopping, it's not really any price action to follow. So we got to go where there is some volatility. You know, today, Uncle Charles traded the SPY. Something I want to know, the Tesla. Something I want to know on Tesla here is this up trend line from the low of 2023. I'll go to a smaller time frame. It looks a little crazy on a big time frame. And you know, the way we trade, you know, I always give you guys levels. I always give you guys levels, and it's important we use the levels to react to the price action, okay? So right here, I got this level right here at 236. This is a level that I was watching, and you know, in my Discord, Tesla has its own room where I'm covering it throughout the day. Very similar to the SPY. I cover it throughout the day. The reason why I've been covering SPY throughout the day is because, well, you guys can see SPY has been chopping. I got bills I gotta pay. I can't just sit around waiting for SPY to make a move. So I move on to Tesla. And at this 930 candle, I want you guys to notice, because I want you guys to watch this so you guys can learn how to trade using the levels. This is a 30-minute chart. Uncle was using a 15-minute chart, but 30-minute chart, it's all, you know, it's all good. But let me do it on a 30-minute chart, because sometimes 15-minute chart be noisy. But yeah, first breakdown of the day was a breakdown of 236. And you guys can see, breakdown 236, it hit that 234 level. Personally, I did not play that one. But, you know, the plan, I did get alerted. 236 failed here. Put in the lower targets and play. We play it level to level. And once it hit that 234 target, it just bounced a little bit. It bounced. You guys can see the wicks, it was buying pressure. It tried to wash below, but no official breakdown on the 30 or 15-minute chart. And then we recaptured it. You guys can see the Tesla recaptured. Not only it recaptured 236 right here, but if you missed that 236 recapture because it's moving so fast, look at this next one. We recaptured 237.5. Try to wash below it, but no official breakdown on the 30. I think the 15-minute was a bit noisy. 15-minute wasn't too bad. It was a bit noisy there, but overall, false breakdown on the 15, but no breakdown on the 30. And, you know, the 237.5 breakout, which was alerted. I wrote right here, not only did 236 clear, but 237.5 did as well, as long as above 239 in play. All right, got that breakout, smashed 239, breakout right here, smashed 239, broke out 239, broke out 240.5, and of course, I alerted as well. If you played the 236 or 237.5 breakout, please take profits. We played level to level. Please take profit around 239 or wherever it was. And I wrote, from here, as long as above 240.5, 242 in play. And if 242 clears, chop is over in favor of bulls. That's what we got to talk about. Because if I zoom out on Tesla here, you guys can see this triangle pattern. So when we broke out 242, which was alerted in the group, I wrote Tesla is no joke. 242 cleared here, put in 243.5 and 245 in play. You guys can see we broke out 242. That was a breakout mode of the triangle pattern, because the triangle pattern represents consolidation We broke that out and it just kept on going. Smash 243.5. You know, you play it level to level, right? You play it level to level and you take most profits once it hits the target and you leave a runner. Your runner then becomes a risk-free position and you can just ride it up. Sheep style. Beautiful sheep style. Using Uncle Charlie's level. We broke out 242. Look, it hit 243. We broke out 243. Look, on the 30-minute chart, which was also alerted in the group. I don't think you guys need to see my Discord. I think you guys get the picture. I alert. That's what I do in my Discord. I confirm breakouts. I give the plans. I know all that happy stuff. I'll tell you when to take profits. That's what I do. I love trading the SPY, but the SPY has been chopping, guys. So I had to adapt and trade Tesla. Also, I gave NVDA its own room throughout the day. Gave its own analysis as well. So right now, I am doing more analysis than I've done in the past in my Discord. So if you think about joining, now is the time. Now's the best time to join because Uncle's putting that work in. Why? Because the SPY's not putting the work in. It's chopping, and I can't let my members not get any value. It's no value just sitting around watching paint dry. All right. So with that being said, guys, as far as the SPY goes, 453.5 to 453.5 is my chop zone. Okay, you can look at a daily chart. You can see the volume is pretty low still. The candles are low. We got this multi-year trend line from all-time high connecting to July high. You know, SPY, that's where SPY is basing, guys. It's just chopping around this trend line. It's not breaking out. And then, you know, it's giving us some rejection, but it's not following through. Bulls look tired. Bears not taking advantage. We are just chopping. So you guys got to hear me out. I'm giving you guys the chop zone. 456.5 to 453.5 is the chop zone. If we break above 456.5, I am favoring more upside. I'm going to be bullish. Chop ends in favor of bulls with 458 in July high in play. We'll see if we get a double top up there. We'll see, but I'm going to play it level to level. Obviously, if 459.4 clears, we're getting new 52-week high up to 461 and 463, possibly. And the bottom of the chop, as you guys can see on the 15-minute chart, we had buying pressure there. The low, intraday low of the day, it was actually at 453.5. It was perfect. So if we break that level down, the chop ends in favor of the bears. And we could get a pullback, a deeper pullback. We play it level to level down to 51.4. Obviously, if that level fails, 450 and 448.7 would be in play. I would favor a much deeper pullback if we break below 446 support level and maybe go fill the gap all the way down to 440. All right? Unfortunately, I can't tell you when it's going to happen. I can take a guess, maybe tomorrow. We do have a lot of data coming out the rest of this week. GDP, what's today, Tuesday? Yeah, GDP tomorrow. Jobless claims and PCE on Thursday. Powell speaking on Friday. So we got some events, data releases, and all that happy stuff coming this week. So I'm hoping that this chop will not continue and we can get some volatility. But the bottom line is we got to break out this chop. Above 456.5, I will lean bullish. Below 453.5, I would lean bearish. Anything in between, guys, is chop. If you choose to trade it, you can scalp it using the 455 level, or you can do like me and just go trade Tesla or NVDA or whatever other stock that has volatility. All right? So that's my plan for the SPY. And you can look at QQQ as well. Not a damn thing really happening with QQQ. We broke out this 388 level. That was July high. And we kept testing it as a support. And none of the bounces are leading to higher highs, okay? At least for now. Overall, I'm going to lean bullish above 388. It's above 390 right now, but it needs to clear 391.5 and 393 to trigger more upside. If it can do that, then I would be bullish. And if to be bearish, it just has to break down 388. It has not done that. It has not given us a false breakout setup. If it can give us a false breakout and break below 388, which has been serving as a buy zone, then I would be bearish in favor of pullback down at 386, 384.5, and 383, maybe even lower. But overall, I'm still bullish above 388, and I would be bearish below 388. That's my equilibrium level for QQQ. IWM also just chopping. All right. is also just chopping. I do have the chop range 176.5 up to 180.2, okay? 176.5 to 180.2. We break that range, we can get a trend move. Maybe the trend phase will come back. All right, I got 178 as the middle level. Other than that, anything in between is chop, in my opinion, not worth trading. All right, it's up to you guys. Now, Tesla, I mentioned earlier, I've been trading Tesla. It's been giving us volatility while SPY has been failing us. And we broke out of this consolidation range. So right now, I'm overall bullish above 242. Now, I mentioned that 2023 trend line, okay? To recapture that trend line, Tesla has to break above 249. If it does, that's bullish. Break above 249, that will put 251, 252.6 in play. If 256 points, I'm gonna round it to 252.7 actually. That's a fib level. And it's also my blue down trend line. Above 252.7, a potential bottom is in. Okay, guys? Now, if we're talking about being bearish again, it gotta break down support levels. All right? 247, 245, 243.5, and 242 are support levels. Especially 242, which is based on this triangle pattern that I have here that we broke out today. Below 242 will give us a false breakout setup, okay? But overall, above it is bullish, and if we can clear 249, that would be bullish follow through, okay? Support right now is 247 and 245. We break those down, maybe we get a back test of 242 to confirm the breakout. And, you know, like I said, below 242 is bearish. But otherwise, if we clear 249, that's bullish follow through and should trigger more upside, all right? Apple is out of the RSI, is not overbought for Apple. It managed to cool down a bit, cool the RSI down a bit. We're still rejecting from that 78.6 fib level. So for me, if it's a strong rejection or breakdown support, all right, if it's a strong rejection or breakdown support, 189, 187 and 185.7 are support. Okay, gotta break down those levels for me to trust the rejection. Otherwise, if it break above 191.2, then 193 and higher are in play. It's been consolidating, guys. Watch out for a move. It could be to the downside, to the upside. That's why I'm giving you these levels so that you can trade it unbiasedly. Now, NVDA, we had some nice trade setups on NVDA. Okay, I wrote here, I have the critical level of 481 based on July's high. After breaking that level down last week, we broke it down last week, NVDA recaptured it yesterday. All right, so if we look at NVDA from yesterday, this is Tuesday's price action, and this is Monday's price action. You guys can see this green line was based on my 481 level. If I go to the daily chart, this green line is based on the July high. Okay, so 481 was an important level. It was recaptured on Monday. So the plan today was, if it breaks back below, we was going to look to short, because then it would give us a false breakout setup as written here. Okay, I wrote here, this would make yesterday a false breakout and would put 479 in play first, then 477.5 and 476. That was the October 12th high. And I wrote, if 476 fails, bears in control. And boy, we tested 476. We broke down 481. Boom, broke down 481. And of course, I alerted in the group, 481 broke down, put in the lower targets in play, trying to alert everybody so we stay on the right side of the trade. Broke down 481. It led to that move. It went as low as 474.7-ish. But ultimately, that 476 level, which is this orange line I have here, defended, recaptured some levels, right? And it went and it tested 481 again, gave us a false breakout setup before breaking back down. It broke down 479 and it broke down 477, which is all alerted in the group, and it just went down lower. Overall, I am bullish. Overall, I am bearish on NVDA, because like I said, 481 was based on July high. We recaptured it, we tried, but then we broke it back down. That's a false breakout. You can see even intraday, the market retested it, gave us another false breakout and just pushed it lower. So you guys can see the buy zones around 476, which also happened to be October 12th's high. That was a pivot zone. So to be bearish and favor more downside, 476 must fail. 476 must fail to put 474, 472, and 470 in play, all right? If 476 defends, then bulls have a shot to retest 481. And if 481 recaptures, then I'll be a little more bullish on NVDA, all right? Amazon, cooling down, is just chopping. Overall, 148.8 is the critical support. And the next critical resistance is at 148. All right, those levels must clear. 148 must clear to put higher targets in play. And the megaphone pattern is all the way up at 150.5 now. All right, now if we break back below 148.8, that would be bearish. We've been getting some buying pressure around it, but if it breaks down, that will be bearish. And it will send us back lower. All right, down to 144, 142.3, and 140-ish, okay? Updated some levels on Amazon. AMD consolidating, very unfortunate to see. 120, I got this mother candle right here. All these three candles been in the range of this mother candle. So I'm watching that range. 120 is support now, and 125 is the top of the range. So 120 to 125 is all chop. Be careful trading within the range. We should get a bigger move if that range breaks. All right, between 120 and 125, I got resistance at 122.3. All right, above 122.3, we'll put 125 in play. Below 122.3 would put 120 in play. Overall, it's all chop. Watch for the break of the range to get a trend move. Above 125, I'm bull bias. Below 120, I'm bear bias. All right, Meta, it's been consolidating, and it ended the day recapturing this 338.5 level. All right, yesterday we did lose that level, and it managed to give us, a nice drop from 338.5 down to 332.6s. But you guys can see here, it's recapturing. So as long as above 338.5, I would stay bullish on Meta with 340, 342, and 344 in play. Now, if it drops back below, that's a false recapture. 338.5, that will put 337, 335.5, and 334 in play. Below 334, I got 332.6s in play, and bears would definitely be in control below that level, putting 330 and 328 in play below, guys. Netflix also chopping, super unfortunate. I do have an inside daily candle set up. It hasn't been working that well with the others, but maybe it'll work well with Netflix. Mother candles highs at 482. If that clears, more upside incoming. All right, 483.5 and 485 would be in play. Now the low of the mother candles at 475.3. First support is actually at 477.5 and then 475.3. If those levels fail, bearish, we're going to get a nice sell-off, probably down to fill the gap. Well, there is a gap around 474.8-ish. I think it could drop a lot lower than that, down to 471.2, 470, and 467.5. All right? So anything between 482 and 475.3 is overall, in my opinion, chop. So watch the break of that range. Microsoft just keeps giving us new highs here, and it cleared my 1.236 Fibonacci extension level at 380.3. As long as above 380.3, stay bullish on Microsoft. 383 is the next resistance. If that clears, we're going up to 385, 387, 388.6. Those are my targets. If you want to switch for bearish, it got to drop back below 380.3. Whether it's a traditional breakdown or a gap down, it has to get below 380.3 to break down 379, putting 377 and 375-ish in play, and possibly even lower than that. But overall, 380.3, below it bullish. I mean, above it bullish, below it bearish, okay? Google, it's just consolidating as well. 137.4 is the equilibrium level. As long as above it, bulls got a shot at more upside, but it needs to show some darn follow through. 139 and 140.3 are resistant levels. Those levels must clear to trigger more upside. Otherwise, if 137.4 breaks down, I would get bearish on it with the lower targets in play. 136.4, 134.8, and 132.8 in play. All right, guys. Now, I am looking at Darkpool orders. This is the date from November 20th to November 28th. I'm looking at it the past week. Okay, more than just 1 day of data. This is over a week of data. We see most of the activity coming at that 455.35 level at 2.6 billion in premium, 2.9 billion in premium at 455.07, 1.3 billion in premium around 454.9. So we guys, even though the SPY is chopping the big money, they're using Darkpool to conceal their intentions. They're concealing their intentions using Darkpool, but they are definitely making some moves within this chop, and they are getting ready for some type of move. I don't know what the move is going to be, but I know these big money players are setting up for a move, and that gets me a little excited. All I know is I'm going to follow the price action. I'm not going to look to predict no crystal balls. 456.5 breaks out, I'm bullish. 453.5 breaks down, I'm bearish. Anything in between, I am neutral. And I'm just going to keep it that simple. And the Darkpool order is just telling me that these big money players are getting ready. They're setting up. Now let's look at the option flow filter for 100K premiums or above as requested by my viewers. And it's overall bearish, guys. Overall bearish. We're seeing some sweep orders for calls, but there are more sweep orders for puts coming in for December, late December. All right, so bears are winning as far as the option flows are going for 100K premiums or above. Bears are winning for triple Qs as well. We are seeing a lot of sweep orders, so these are some aggressive plays, and I'm hoping it's going to lead to something later this week because this chop sucks. IWM, it's bullish. IWM, why are you bullish? Why can't you do what SPY and triple Q is doing? Anyways, it's bullish, guys. Can't argue with it. That's what they're doing. Big money. More calls. And look at this. Block orders mostly for puts. What the hell? And the sweep orders are mostly for calls. Okay, that's something to consider. Okay, it's looking bullish for IWM. Tesla, it's bullish. A lot of sweep orders coming in. Some even above the ask. Okay. Apple. Apple is bullish. What? Okay, it's bullish. That's what the data shows. NVDA is bullish as well. Okay, a lot of sweep orders, man. Amazon, bullish. The individual stocks are showing us bullish despite SPY showing us bearish. It's strange, isn't it? That's why I just follow price action, level to level. NVDA, bullish. Did I cover this already? Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. AMD is really bullish. When's the last time you saw AMD over 90% in calls? Oh my goodness. All right, Meta. Bullish. Meta's not that impressive. No one's really trading the Meta, I guess. Netflix is 100% bearish, only small size, low volume. Microsoft, it's a little bullish, low volume though. Google, a little bullish, low volume. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found value in this video. I'm sorry that SPY has been chopping. I know a lot of you guys don't like it, and it's been difficult to trade, but you guys got the chop range. Once we break out this chop range, we should get a beautiful move in whatever direction the price action chooses. And I hope as sheeps, we just trade it and make that money. Bye. Peace.